Go green with Georgia natural gas. Go green. We want to go green. I'm a client of Georgia Natural Gas, GNG, and of course, because we always got a virtue signal to tell the people who want to defeat us that we are on board with this. Just defeat us later, not while I'm working here or using your product. So Georgia Natural Gas, they want to go green. Get 6 months of greener life free when you make your natural gas usage carbon neutral. Oh my goodness, carbon neutral. With Georgia Natural Gas's Greener Life program, helping the environment can be as simple as paying your bill. And basically, you click on the video to show how you do it. And ultimately, what you do is you buy carbon offsets. Isn't that interesting? You buy carbon offsets so you can make sure the emissions from your gas usage have net zero impact on the environment. So we have a little thing here, a little cross. What does that cross tell us? A lot of people try to, well, no, we'll come back to that. A lot of people try to shrink their carbon footprint. Why is it a carbon footprint? Why is it a methane footprint? Why carbon? Methane is a hell of a lot bigger of a greenhouse gas than freaking carbon, by the way. Never mind, just water vapor. But okay. For some reason, Al Gore got people to talk about CO2, and everyone bought it hook, on a sinker. Now people are starting to buy those evil, mean cows with their toots. They're putting more methane in the environment. It's worse than CO2. Of course, water vapor is by far and away the biggest greenhouse gas. But hey, we're going to talk about CO2 and methane because we want everyone to be vegan with no children. We want everyone to live in a freaking urban area in a high rise. No cars, no travel, no children, no food other than vegan crap. That's what they want, dudes. How can you not see this? When you fall for this stuff, you're saying, yes, by the way, no cars because we're going to take electric trains. We're going to take high-speed rail. All electricity. Because the electricity just comes from the big electricity tree. Just plug it into the electricity tree. It just magically shows. We don't even need nuclear. When you subscribe to this crap, you are allowing this to permeate itself. Stop. Stand up and say no more. All right. So, eating local and driving hybrid cars. All right, recycling, eating local, and driving hybrid cars. Whoa, why not electric cars? Interesting. But even with all these activities, it's impossible to completely eliminate your carbon footprint. It's easy to make your natural gas usage carbon neutral, though, with a little asterisk. You can add greener life to any plan over the phone, and then G&G will take care of the rest. There's no long-term commitment, and you can opt out anytime. Join us in our mission for reducing carbon emissions. All right, so let's take a gander. Just, oh my goodness. What we got here. The greenhouse gas emissions being offset by this service are associated with the combustion, the burning of natural gas at the point of consumption only, and do not include life cycle emissions that occur during extraction, production, or delivery. So they're just when they put the match to the natural gas to light it, that is what is being used to carbon offset. Now look, carbon offsets are a big fat fake too. I mean, they're planting trees in there. Okay, hey, look, plant a tree or die. I got no problem with that. But the biggest source, I don't know about the biggest, a significant source is emissions that occur during extraction, production, and delivery. The whole thing's such a freaking scam, man. Such a scam. You cannot have carbon offsets and be carbon neutral if you're not looking at the whole entirety of freaking natural gas. Again, I will share this with you again for you who can't put two and two together. How many 300 watt, 25% efficiency solar panels does it take to create a 300 watt, 25% solar panel from scratch? We have nothing. Only thing we have is X amount of 300 watt, 25% efficiency solar panels. And we could be in Arizona. I don't care. We could be in the most sunshine state that you could possibly imagine. How many of these 300 watt, 25% efficiency solar panels does it take to create one? Tell me that. I'll let you answer that question. It's so absurd that it just, and these people think they're so smart. They might be I'm trying to think, is it ignorance or just basic? It's not even just ignorance. I think it's just being dumb. They want to believe so badly in renewables. They are so desperate. So let me tell you what one of the carbon offsets are. There's two things, basically, two main things: planting a tree and biomass. So biomass is collecting the gas from landfills and using that. All about biomass. That's fantastic. No qualm with it. That's a carbon offset. All right, so let's say, how does biomass come? Oh, biomass comes from, for instance, UK has replaced one of their coal factories with biomass. What do they use? They use virgin forests from North Carolina, shipped on a boat to England, the UK, in which to put an old coal factory to use biomass to be carbon neutral. You know what was not included in all that? Yes, the chopping down of the trees, the shipping of the trees, all that wasn't included in it. Again, the extraction and the transportation was not included. Yeah, thanks nuts. All right. I'm going to email these guys back and say, why would I ever want to be carbon neutral? CO2 is good. CO2 is a nutrient. The world's getting greener because more CO2. You want less green world? Eliminate CO2. I guarantee. All right, we'll see you.